Warming her up slowly. I'm getting 87.2 at the boiler, just below 80 on the top of the boiler, and that bottom plate's just started to clear up. You can see there's a bit of condensation in there, and the next two plates are fogging up as we speak. So yeah, it should be boiling about 94.5 or something near enough to that, the alcohol. So we'll just 3 more plates to go. Actually, she'll start filling up. It's looking good so far. I've just been checking all the cooling lines, making sure there's nothing leaking, any of the tri-clamp fittings, and trying one of my well, it's actually my first all-grain beer, Arrogant Bastard Ale. Not enough bubbles in it, but still a little bit of a head on there, but not as bubbly as what I was like. Good taste though, nice flavour. So yeah, no, I've still got ways to go. Top plate's bubbling away nicely. Everything's just sort of come to the top plate now. You can see it's working its way down, as you'd expect, and just the less volatiles are lower down. So yeah, everything's running really well at the moment. What am I sitting on here? Sort of 90 degrees, pretty close to what I was expecting, and I've got 32.8 at the D flag, 25.4 at the shotgun, and yeah, I've been starting to get a nice smell in the air too. Definitely a little bit of spirit running through there. Sort of made the room smell quite nice. And I'm going to reflux now for about an hour, 45 minutes, and then I'll start pulling my 4 shots. Alright, I've just been running the plate for about 10 minutes, running the still for about 10 minutes, and all the plates are bubbling away nicely. You can see the top plate there. I'll see if we can get the you should be able to get the deflagrator there. You can see the top holes of the deflagrator there. Now the D flag is 30 degrees Celsius, and I'm sitting on 26.8 on the shotgun. Now I did collect a little bit of 4s coming over, so I've dropped the temperature. I dropped the amps on the temperature controller down to 11 amps, and I think that's met a pretty happy medium there. So as a first run, I know once she gets up to temp I should be dropping the temp down so that I don't get vapour through the deflagrator while I'm refluxing. So lesson learnt there. Everything's going smoothly right now, and starting to smell real good. So yeah, it's going really well. Right guys, I just started taking the 4 shots off. It took me a little bit to adjust the amps and the needle valve. I've decided to sit on 15 amps, and I've just opened the needle valve up just so I'm getting that nice flow through. It took me a bit to find the amount of drips I wanted. She's just sped up again there, so I'll just open her up another half a turn on the needle valve to the deflagrator. Okay, 1 every second, so I'll open it up another 1/4 of a turn. Just trying to reflux as much of the another 1/4 of a turn. Just slow it down a little bit. Alright, those needle valves are working good. Yeah, pretty straightforward. No leaks. Alright, so it's starting to pick up again, so I'm just going to try and back it off a bit. I want to take about 40 minutes to take off the 4 shots. Okay, so that's fully open on the needle valve, so I'm going to have to back off on the voltage controller just a smidgen. Okay, that's good. That's what I'm after. So I'm fully open on the needle valve at the moment. I've been told to run it relatively hard. So I'll just switch the torch on. Alright guys, I was just pretty slow and steady getting the 4 shots. In the end I took off just under 200 mils, and it was, you know, I could tell that it was the end of the 4 shots after it, here we go, I've started taking heads here. I've got to slow this needle valve down a bit, but as you can see I'm getting well and truly 95 there at the moment. Well, this is the first time I've managed to get 95, so it's a bit of an epic. I don't know if you can see that, but obviously you've done your reading and whatnot, so I'm just going to slow this down because it is the heads. So there we go with that. Just changing the needle valve a little bit slowly each time, which is fairly wide open, so I may need to back off on the temp a little bit. In fact, I might just back off a little bit on the temp now. I'm running at full temp on the, which is 18. So I'll just have a look at this for a sec. Just going to back that down to 16. I wanted to run a little bit faster. My plates aren't even. Okay, you can see that slowed it down there considerably. Like I said, I'm just running on the fly here, guys. I don't know how this all runs yet. So that's a pretty good rate, I reckon, for taking heads. And I'll just use my nose to see where I get as far as. Oh man, that's really close. Okay, where are we sitting on it? It's not a. So I don't know what the temp is in there, but obviously it's a little bit above temp. So that's running nice and steady there. That's good. Okay, so I'm finding the needle valve's not as beneficial as what the temp gauge is at this stage. So, but what do we got? That's 4 ounces. I'll have to convert that because I'm not really imperial, but that's probably good for heads. Quick sniff, yeah, that's definitely heads there, so we'll just keep taking that. I'll just switch this off and I'll get my torch. Yeah, just playing around with a couple of different alco meters I've got there. The length, because I did put a bit of copper mesh into the bottom of the parrot there, so when I do drop the hydrometer in there, it doesn't break it. But obviously there's a little bit too much in there to run some of the taller hydrometers, alcometers, and but that's coming off at a good pace there. Now I've got you can see my needle valve's it's pretty fully open there, and my shotgun condenser is pretty open as well, so everything's going good, and you can see the plates are still bubbling quite nicely there. Each one's doing its thing, and I'm getting 41.3 on the D flag and 37.2 on the shotgun, and I'm running at 16 amps. So yeah, that's a good slow pace there. Alright, I'm going to switch this off. Up. As you can see, I've got a all grain beer going in the corner there, but I've just changed over. I've got two jars down here, 200 mils of 4 shots, 350 mils of heads, and then I'm into jar 1 of my hearts. Now I've just raised the speed up a bit. I've opened up the needle valve a little bit, and I'm now running on 17 amps at the voltage controller. I'm still pulling 95 at the hydrometer, at the alcometer. So as you can see, I'm just going pretty steady. I don't want to go too fast, but I mean that's fast enough for everybody. Really, that's perfect. So it's just coming out lovely. So yeah, as you can see, she's bubbling on the top, and all the other plates are going really well as well. So now I'm running 43.3 on the D flag, 40.3 on the shotgun. So pretty even at the moment. Yeah, we'll just have a bit of a sniff and see how it looks. Smells really good there, nice and clean. I think I ran a little bit too hard and fast there for a little bit, and I was losing ABV. So on the third jar, I just got a little bit, and then I changed it back. I was getting 85, 83, but now I'm getting 84. So I'm not too sure what the clarity, I'm not too sure what was going on, but the windows the sight glasses do seem to be starting to fog up, so I'm getting a little bit of water through, but this is just a guess. I'm still pulling 86 at the moment, so I've got a cooling water problem. My water's getting